I'm not gonna lie, I went into this episode half expecting it to suck. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I expected that going in to this episode. I saw the preview. It's like, oh yeah, it's like this little episode with the Namekians from Universe 6, and Piccolo's probably gonna take an L defending Gohan, protecting him again. And I read the spoilers, so I knew that Universe 6 was gonna be erased. But boy, did this episode surprise the crap out of me. I mean, holy crap. This is the type of episode that this tournament is for, from an emotional progression standpoint, from those two aspects. I don't think I'm exaggerating by saying that it's one of the best episodes of the tournament, because essentially what you have is two battles going on simultaneously. It's Goku and the androids versus the guys from Universe 2, and then Gohan and Piccolo versus the Namekians from Universe 6. And the way they cut back and forth, like, to each of these fights, the music, I mean, oh, okay, so the first half of the episode is build-up, right? But the second half, the execution of the climax of this episode was amazing. The scene when both of the universes get erased, I can't find another word for it to describe it, but I just think it was beautiful, and it was beautiful in an emotional way, but it was also good because it served to hammer down the stakes. Like, this is what happens if you lose. And also, I think what really stood out to me is that if you notice, the participants from both Universe 2 and Universe 6, they never stopped being who they were. They never panicked or were fearful. They were really at peace. They were confident in the fact that they tried their best and it didn't work out. And I mean, really, what else could you do in that situation? So their personalities essentially remain intact despite them being aware of the crisis of the situation that they're in. Like, Universe 2 is still holding on to the quirky love thing. Caulifla is still being feisty. Kale is still chasing Caulifla around. Champa is still trying to, sort of like pick a fight with Beerus by, just giving him the gesture, like, by the end. I'm not gonna lie, that scene hit me hard. Yo, man. All I gotta say is, Beerus, don't be afraid to catch feels, because you know you were catching feels by the end of that. You felt something. And so, despite some of the controversies that we've had in the past, regarding the girls, or like stuff like Kaba being underused, or different things, I really appreciated the episode because it respected the essence of the characters. Another thing that the episode kind of does is that it foreshadows Goku possibly being able to use the energy of the people back in Earth to form another spirit bomb, a Genki Dama, with their energy. Because it was established in the episode that Universe 2 was broadcasting the fight, and that's how the people were able to give their love energy to the remaining fighters of Universe 2. So I'm pretty sure they could do the exact same thing with the people of Universe 7. Do you think that Universe 10 had a GodTube live stream going on? Because if it did, that live stream died a long time ago. Nobody's watching that Universe 10 live stream anymore. So apparently what happened is that Pirina and Saonel, the Namekians from Universe 6, used the Namekian fusion to fuse with the Namekians of their universe, and they actually let that energy flow through them, and they actually kind of go all out. They overwhelm Piccolo in the beginning, and I like how the moment that Piccolo notices that this is what happens, like, Gohan immediately is like, okay, we gotta stop playing around. So he goes ultimate. He's like, yo, Piccolo, I got your 12. I'm gonna cover you from the front. You just stay behind me and charge up that Makanto Sapo. We're gonna special beam cannon these suckers. And then it goes back to Goku. So the editing is great because it's just like, father and son, back and forth, back and forth. We head back to the 3-on-3 with Goku and the androids, and this is the money shot right here, folks. I like how 17 and 18 have adopted the theatrics of Universe 2, and then Goku's just in the back going like, Ore Goku! There's a great action sequence in this episode in which Goku is trying to stop a rollout milk tank love attack that's coming at him, so he just pushes the ball upward, goes in front of it, the guy sends out a blast, and then Goku comes back down on him with the company of Android 17 and 18, and then they go up into the sky, and the guy's support system comes in to shoot a beam at them, and then the androids just stand in front of Goku. Android barrier, activate! It was literally the definition of, we got your back moment. We got you, don't worry, Saiyan. Piccolo has this very cool, like, realization moment, I thought, in the episode, because it almost felt like it was like, he realized all of a sudden, he's like, wait a minute, I'm fused with other Namekians too. And I love how Kami's like, just pointing over to Gohan. Man, I got chills when I saw this scene because it's like, for once, it's Gohan standing in front of the beam to protect Piccolo, not the other way around. And I think that's kind of a moment that really sticks with Piccolo in the episode, because I think he realized that he doesn't have to be the sacrificial lamb for Gohan every single time. If he just believes in Gohan and his potential and the fact that he's done such a great job training him as well, he can take a break for once, So it's kind of like a breath of fresh air, to the point where Gohan even apologizes to Piccolo for letting his guard down and letting that happen, because he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my bad, I let it slip." And then Piccolo's like, "Don't even, it was my fault, I got overwhelmed." So I like that dynamic a lot. Meanwhile, the other three find themselves trapped in this gravity black hole heart thing that is pushing down on them, and that seeks to eliminate them by pushing them out of bounds straight through the platform. And then Goku's like, I really appreciate the power of love thing that you guys going on, but personally, I prefer guts. So he prefers guts over love, which makes sense because he hasn't kissed Chi-Chi. I'm sorry, that I just had to put in that joke. And then he just goes blue and charges up a Kamehameha, and it goes back to Gohan. And again, the editing is so well done in this scene. Dun, 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 dun. Gohan fires up the Kamehameha. Pirina shoots down a beam, so there's a little bit of a beam struggle that causes Sanel to disappear from view because it's so big, right? Then Sanel stretches out his arm to grab Gohan. He's like, "I got you." He's coming in to attack Gohan. Gohan has no cover whatsoever. He's completely open, about to take some serious damage, and then you hear Piccolo's voice in the back going, "You ready, kid?" And I just have to bring your attention to the amazing Piccolo art that we got in this episode. Look at that. Fire it, Dad, fire! I mean, Uncle Piccolo, fire! A very well executed combined effort. Goku's Kamehameha overpowers the guys from Universe 2, and that's it. That's a match. That's a wrap for Universe 2 and 6. Dragon Ball Super. Bum 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 bum. Dragon Ball Super. Bum 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 bum. There's a very brief moment in this episode involving Frieza and Whis, in which Frieza notices that Goku did not go Ultra Instinct to break out of the gravity hole, the gravity heart. And then Whis, I don't know how, I guess he just heard Frieza say this, but he responds to that statement by saying that it's going to get harder each time for Goku to break his shell to achieve Ultra Instinct because he's gotten used to it. So each time the bar is higher. So whatever he needs to do is the strain that he has to overcome is going to be bigger each time he wants to go Ultra Instinct. And I loved how the episode ended with Vegeta, because he's obviously very upset. We see him clenching his fists because he's lost Kaba. He's lost his apprentice. So he's angry over the loss of Universe 6. He actually says this. He's like, I think it's Kato Pezla who he's up against. He's like, You caught me in a very bad mood. So the Saiyan rage has begun building up inside of Vegeta, and his motivation has increased as well because he promised Kaba that if he won, or that he was going to win rather, he said, "I'm going to win, and when I win, I'm going to wish you guys back from Universe 6. So he made a promise, and it's about honor, it's about his code. It's essentially like turning the matter into a situation of pride for Vegeta to get triggered. And again, I'm just waiting for him to break his shell, to go Ultra Instinct as well. But then you see this happening in the preview with an invisible opponent that apparently is there to just push people out of the platform. And you see Vegeta like this, and I'm like, oh no, what is going on? But then I think about it, have time to reflect, and the previews recently have been very misleading. I thought, a couple of episodes back, I thought it was going to be 18 who was going to be next to go. Then I thought it was going to be Piccolo, and neither of those eliminations happened, so I don't think the preview would give away Vegeta's elimination either. However, we do know that somebody from Universe 7 has to go soon. If you look at the preview, there's a lot of wacky, weird stuff going. And by the way, I don't know what it is, but recently, this character, I believe his name is Shansa. This little guy from Universe 4 has been the focal point of a lot of theories. A lot of people are speculating that this guy is trouble, that this guy is super dangerous. He has a whole cute thing going on, so people, I think, kind of made the connection between him and Zeno, that they're very cute, but they're deadly or whatever. And so people think that he's been holding back this whole time, that he has something really powerful up his sleeve, and that may be why Kitela has been super confident Again, there's like an invisible opponent trying to push people. It looks like he's trying to push people out of bounds. But then there's also like these illusions. I don't know if you saw them, like some really dark illusions. One of them looks like Botamo, so I'm guessing that the person who can make these illusions can make illusions based off of the people that have already been eliminated from the tournament. And just some final speculation, judging from this shot right here, in addition to Krillin's reaction in this other shot, it could be 18 who gets eliminated. I'm just putting it out there. I hope not, but put two and two together. But I guess we'll see what happens. That's going to pretty much do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you did. I really appreciate that. It keeps me encouraged. I really appreciate your thumbs up a lot. Even if you don't, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I do Dragon Ball Super reviews every Saturday night. And comment down below with your thoughts. What do you think about the episode and the fights? Let me know.